Dana in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Hello.
Hi, Alan. Thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
Caller. First of all, I just want to say I'm a big fan of yours. I listen to you just about every night. You and Randy Rhodes are probably my favorite talkers out there.
I love Randy.
I think you guys are just so
Randy
well
is very, very
informed.
talented.
You both provide a lot of information for people. That being said, you're probably going to shout me down here, but I just wanted to touch on one of your earlier points, and then I also had a question for you after that.
Go ahead.
Your earlier point, you were talking, don't listen. If you don't like it, don't listen.
About Limbaugh.
Right,
yeah.
Right. And see, it's not so easy for a lot of people because I'm sure you're quite aware that Limbaugh's parent company, they own about 90% of the talk stations in America.
Well, he works for Premier, which is owned by Clear Channel, and they're one of the major radio station operators in the United States.
Right, and from what I understand, they require most of these stations to carry his show. And if you're in a market that has only one news talk station,
right,
you are stuck with that.
Yeah, that's one of the things that happened with deregulation, where it used to be a radio company could own 7 AM, 7 FM, and 7 television stations in a given market. But that changed in the age of Reagan when they deregulated the FCC. And ever since then, you've had companies like Clear Channel gobbling up other companies and stations around the country, so that a Limbaugh, one of the reasons he is so powerful is because the company that controls him and runs him, Clear Channel, which, by the way, was funded by Bain Capital, which is Mitt Romney's company, he has the clout, he has the distribution. Distribution is everything in syndicated radio. And we are, for example, this show is syndicated by the Fox Broadcasting Company, but Fox doesn't own any stations. So we don't get on stations because we're forced down people's throats. People take this show because they like it, hopefully.
Exactly.
And I mean, I'm talking about on the radio station side. The radio stations take the show, for the most part, take it because they like the show. It's not forced down anybody's throat. We don't own stations, so we can't dictate, you got to take this show. Limbaugh, in some cases, they have to take it. Yeah.
Yeah, I listen to you and all my other programs online. I did want to agree with you, about, the way, what you said earlier about everybody, trying to always find an equivalency to what Rush said. And I think the thing people are failing to realize is that, it's public airways versus, like you said, subscription airways. And, FCC has clear rules in place for what kind of content is allowed.
Well, I don't think that Limbaugh violated the FCC. He just violated good taste and may have, I don't know if he committed a law of slander. I don't know whether he did or not. I'm not a legal expert, but
right. That might be something that's going to be, we might be seeing more of in the future here. But I did have a question for you. I was just wondering, what is the possibility in light of all these sponsors that are leaving him, and it's, it's growing. And I read a report today where on the big New York station, he had a lot of dead airtime.
That's what I read, but I don't know. So what's your question?
Or not. Well, what do you think the chances we're going to see Rush have to move to Sirius Radio?
I doubt it. I think there'll be. I think now. I don't. I think he'll get enough sponsorships, and other people want to advertise, and people who support him. He's got a big enough following that this. Hey, if Rush wanted to, he could probably go online, charge a subscription fee.
He'd make a lot of money.
Like Len Beck is doing for television. I'm sure he's got enough followers who would do that.
Yeah, and I'd buy the stock as well.
Right, and so I think you will not have to hold a benefit from Mr. Limbaugh. All right, sir, I thank you for the call. We are coming back at 877-367-2526.
Leaning left.
You too liberal, man.
Never sounded so right.
Does Alan stand for another leftist advocating nonsense?
Something so right.
It's Alan Colmes.
Something so right.